All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the final match of the Serena Williams group. And the winner of this match will go through. And the loser of this match will not go through. So that is what we are watching at the moment. Basically a quarterfinal, effectively. So winner makes the semis. Winner will be second in the group because Raducanu has already topped the group. No matter what happens, even if she had lost that match, she was still top of the group. But she won. 3-0 is a crazy record for. I mean, Raducanu's on like a 11 match winning streak, something like that. Crazy. But let's see what happens. By the way, chat, I'm trying to see here. I'm just mucking around with some stuff. All right. When I clicked on the TV, nothing happened, but when I do it on the computer, tennis ball did appear. Oh, okay. So on the TV it doesn't work, but on the computer it does. That's good. Good. All right. Anisimova going to win this match from India. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Let's see. Okay. Raducanu has looked the best in my opinion. Yeah, she does have that shoulder problem though. Like she had shoulder tape on her shoulder, which is a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a concern. But she won, so that's what matters. All right, players are about to come out on court. Raducanu making these top 10 players look amateur. Yeah, she only played one bad game against Swiatek, which cost her the first set as well. So it's been a heck of a run. All right. They're playing some bangers as well at this stadium. All right. All right. Swiatek comes out as well. And here we go. Cool. Why are they counting only 6 aces for Raducanu? I don't know. I'm not sure. They should be counting more. She has served 8, so I don't know. By the way, Djokovic is playing. Oh man, they keep scheduling these stupid Stupid scheduling, but obviously they're going to put Djokovic on night session. But God, Djokovic doubleheader again tomorrow, which is so annoying. So annoying with Borges. But we'll watch it anyway. Just as unfortunate timing. As long as there's no sloppy start for Anisimova, yeah. But like, I think the big takeaway from this year, not just that Anisimova's been great, but probably the biggest negative for Anisimova this year has been how she's played in big moments. Yes, she's won titles, right? She beat Gauff in a semi-final, made the final of Beijing. But even the final of Beijing a month ago, she did lose the second set, and it was a 3-setter. But she maybe was more confident than Noskova in the end. She has won quarterfinals, big quarterfinals this year, and this is basically a quarterfinal, but it's also kind of a mini final, right? It's the final match of the group to get her into the next stage, right? Or to get her, so will those nerves be part of today? That's going to be a question too. Because she has had nervous moments. We obviously know the 2 Grand Slam finals where she struggled with nerves. She did win Doha against Penko in the final. So maybe the nerves weren't as bad. But she was also lower ranked. I don't know. But there has been nerves at times. Will the nerves be a factor today? To make the semis is a big deal. I'm not thrilled with the timing of the Musetti-Wawrinka match either. It's frustrating. These things happen. Is that match starting in like 10 minutes, right? Or is that match starting? Oh no, it might. When is that match starting? We're not watching it, but the Wawrinka Musetti match is starting. Is it starting in 10 minutes or is it starting after this? Or later? Let me check. Oh no, it's after Muller. So there's some time still left. Okay, players are warming up. Final match of this group. Simple math. Winner goes through, loser goes home. Is Anisimova the player with the most points since Wimbledon? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Not sure. Maybe. By the way, chat, I don't know if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm not sure if you subscribe if a note comes up in the chat. And I'm not trying to get you to subscribe. You do what you want. But if you're not subscribed or you thought you were and you aren't, go click subscribe. I just want to see if it works. If there's a message comes up in the chat. Or if you want to unsubscribe and then subscribe and see if it works. I don't think it'll work. I think you have to be a new subscriber. But you can try that anyway. We're going to lose like 100 people. All right. All right, Swiatek. Warming up the serves. I don't think it worked. Why didn't it work? All right, thank you, whoever subscribed and tried that out. All right. They're warming up their last couple of serves, and then we will proceed with this very important match. The winner will make it through into the semi-finals. The non-winner will go on holiday. We'll go straight to the airport and play and go to wherever the hell they're going to holiday. All right. 1-1 was the head-to-head. And Anisimova won the last match, which was the quarterfinals of the US Open. No Sabalenka today, no Gauff. No, they play tomorrow. Of course, these two played in Wimbledon final, but that was it felt like a long time ago, that one. That happened a long time ago. Can Bublik actually be in top 10 this year? If he does do well in Mets, yeah. He could kick Draper out. Will we get a first set Swiatek or second, third set Swiatek today? I don't know. I'm sure Swiatek wants to redeem herself after that poor performance against Rebecca. Okay. Here we go. I have no idea who's serving, but we'll find out very shortly. We will find out in a minute. Right. Here we go. Must-win match for both ladies. Swiatek won 2 out of 3 last year and didn't qualify because of the countback that meant that she missed out because she lost more sets than somebody else. Today, it's a little more simple. If she wins, she's through. If she doesn't, she's out. If she wins 2 matches this year, Swiatek, she will qualify. But she has to play Anisimova, who is dangerous. Anisimova, though, didn't play great in that match against Key. She might have won, but she didn't play good. She didn't play good at all. She lost the first set. Came back to win, but Anisimova was not super impressive in the second match. I mean, either was Swiatek, to be honest. But both got beaten by Raducanu. Swiatek was better against Keys than Anisimova was. But again, none of that might matter. Might all be irrelevant. All right. Forehand now to the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand out from Anisimova. Swiatek backhand again. The backhand of Anisimova. Who goes on the line? Swiatek in the net. Good start, Anisimova. The backhand looks good. Casper.
Better make Iga win. I don't care how.
Hey, thank you for the $13. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 50 PLN. What's PLN? PLN. Polish something? 50 PLN. Is that Polish monies? What's PLN, chat? Love 15. Polish zloty. As that goes in from Anisimova on the return. Love 30. Thank you for the donation. All right, love 30. As we got a fault second serve. As the return goes in the back, and Swiatek back in Anisimova on the stretch. Swiatek forehand cross court, and Anisimova gets it, but hits it wide. 15-30. As Swiatek serves again. 15-30. Make that 30 all. Why's my WTA TV fritzing out? What's going on? 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes back end of Swiatek, backhand Anisimova to the forehand Swiatek. Swiatek gets it out. We get the deuce. All right, deuce. As the return goes to forehand to Swiatek. Backhand Anisimova to the backhand Swiatek. As Anisimova cross-court backhand win up. Advantage Anisimova. Advantage Anisimova. Why is Stream Elements going nuts? Hang on. Advantage Anisimova. There's been a fault from Swiatek, second serve. Second serve as the return goes out by Anisimova. It's deuce. All right. Swiatek gets another winner. Advantage Swiatek. No, Nightbot hasn't been fired. Nightbot has just been hopefully upgraded. Maybe. We'll see. All right, advantage Swiatek. Sorry, Laura, who might have been timed out for 5 minutes. All right, advantage Swiatek. Forehand return. Into the backhand Swiatek. Backhand Anisimova. To the backhand Swiatek is Anisimova forehand. Into the forehand Swiatek. To the forehand of Anisimova. As Anisimova hits out. One love Swiatek. Nightbot wanted to censor others and was censored himself. Bro, you need to get over this. You are complaining too much. All right. Cool. All right. Poland is not the Eurozone. No, I don't think they use Euro, do they? Might be the closest that Anisimova gets this set. Wait, what? Oh no, Laura's back. It's all good. Okay. Swiatek. One love. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. As we go back into backhand rally, and Anisimova hits a winner. All right, 15 love. Poland uses PLN as their currency. Nice. Poland is part of the EU, but have their own currency. Yeah, isn't that the same? There's a lot of countries like that. 15 love. Serving to the back of Swiatek. Forehand from Anisimova. Now Swiatek puts up a lob. But it goes long. 30 love. $30 love. All right, good return winner by Swiatek, 30-15. $30-15. Has been another fault, second serve. Second serve is too strong. 40. 15. $40-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek backhand down the line. And Anisimova slices it back. Swiatek backhand cross court. Anisimova's there with the backhand, but it's in the net. 40-30. 40-30. All right, 40-30. First serve is a fault. Second serve. And that goes out in the return. And it's 1-all. 1-all. Okay. All right. 15 love. Serve again. And the return goes out. 30 love. $30 love. And the return goes back to Swiatek. Backing out from Anisimova. Swiatek backhand the forehand of Anisimova. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it out. 30-15. 30-15. As with a 400 rally. And eventually Anisimova hits a winner, 30 all. Swiatek serves. Into the backhand, and Anisimova goes wide. Good serve. 40-30. Swiatek to stay up in the game. Serving to the backhand of Anisimova. Return goes long. All right. 2-1. Swiatek stays in front. Okay. Strangely, Doha 2025 was the first 1,000 final for both Anisimova and Ostapenko. Now, Penko's made a 1,000 final before. She won Dubai a couple years ago, didn't she? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it wasn't her first 1,000 final. I'm pretty sure. All right. I have a feeling this could be a 6-1 set. Okay. I think when she won it was a 500, was it? Let me check. I thought she won it the year that it was a 1,000. Oh, no. Yeah, she won it in she won Doha in 2018, which was a 1,000 anyway. In 2018. So, yeah, she won a 1,000 back anyway. Oh, that was doubles. Was it doubles? What am I looking at? I'm blind. Yeah, she made the final in 2016 in Doha. But yeah, you're right. She did win. She won Dubai in a non-1,000 year. But she made a Miami final as well. You're right. Before this year's Doha final. Penko's not won a 1,000 title. That's strange to me. That is strange. She probably will, right? 15 love. Serving to the backhand, Swiatek. Backhand now from Anisimova is wide, and it's 15-all. Who do you think will stand out next year, or who is the up-and-comer? Victoria Mboko. She will be the players and elevate her game to the top 10 level. She looks so scary. And she looks like she's a top 10 player. So I think it's got to be on Mboko. And I'm not just saying it because she won last week. Like all year. I mean, she was playing great at the start of the year. Nobody was talking about her because she was playing in the lower level. But the last month, besides injury, she has been so scary. Not Eala. I don't think Eala's going to get to top 10 next year. I think Eala will improve and get better, but Mboko is making huge jumps. She's got a crazy serve, right? Her serve is so scary. And then her game, I think Mboko will... She has the potential to be the Andreeva of this year, right? Andreeva this year, who went from last year being sort of in the mix to this year being a 1,000 champion and, a contender at slams, right? I think Mboko might be able to take that jump next year if she doesn't get injured, right? I think injury is the only thing that holds back Mboko. And maybe some bad form, but I think injury was the thing that kind of stopped her after Canada. But I think next year, Mboko as like the new young player, like the next like young player to debut in sort of a top 10 fashion, I think she's got to be there. You know, she's just been so good. As Anisimova, it's back in winner, 40-30. Like she has just been so, like her serve is just, like that's the shot that's going to elevate. You know? All right. Anisimova with an ace down the tee, 2-0. We could be watching match of the tournament. It's crowded at the top of the top 10. I mean, the thing is, you need to be very good to be in the top 10, right? But she could sneak into number 10. I mean, number 10 is open, right? I mean, Alexandra Eala sits there now, but between 9 and 10, there's 1,000 points. So it's going to be very hard to get into the top of the top 10 or even the middle of the top 10 because there's such a gap. I mean, it was so hard to make the WTA Finals, right? But, I mean, Mboko is currently 1,200 points away from number 10. That's a Grand Slam final. She makes a Grand Slam final, which I know is a lot, but if she does, that's top 10. So she's not as far away as it may seem. And also last year, in the start of the season, she didn't play the Australian Open. She didn't play any of the big tournaments until sort of, I think, Miami, right? So she's got potential. She'll be at all the 1,000s next year. She'll be playing all the slams. So she's got a big opportunity, especially in Australia. Mboko could make a run because fast courts, big serve. Seems like Mboko could be set. I mean, it depends on the heat and how she deals with that, but Mboko could start the year off with a big run in Australia, and that'll set her up. Set her up to push towards that top 10. I think Canada was just that serve. It's just the serve. Like her serve alone is so scary, you know? Like she is hitting massive serves. And she was hitting massive serves. We watched it last week. Or the other week. And yeah, I just think her serve is enough to be impressed by. 30-15 as that goes out by Anisimova, 40-15. Just such a powerful serve. $40-15. And we know that on the WTA, serving is hard, you know? So if you've got a good serve, that's gonna help you a lot. As it'll 4-4 rally, and Anisimova slice, goes long, and Swiatek stays in front, 3-2. 3-2. All right. 3-2 Swiatek. And Mboko's game has developed more than other young players. Well, that too, yeah. And she's got the confidence, which is super scary, you know. So, yeah. That's my... that's who looks like she's ready to take that next step. My dog is snoring, yes. She's passed out. All right. Okay, 3-2. Remember, the winner of this goes through. The loser is out of the tournament. We don't know who they're going to play yet, but I'm going to guess the winner of this plays Sabalenka. That's sort of that's my feeling. That the winner of this is most likely going to take on Sabalenka. In the... in the next stage, because Sabalenka probably tops the group. She seems like I think she's in the best position to be top of the group, right? So I think that is, yeah. You would say that is most likely going to happen. No, Coco can still finish second. It's just that, yeah. I think Coco, unless Coco wins in straights, what do we say? Pegula can't be top of the group. So the winner of this will play the Coco or Sabalenka. I think they're the only situation. So it could be, yeah. And by the way, it doesn't matter who wins this match. Both are tough matches. You know, either of those players is tough for either of these players. I mean, Swiatek has a tough match against all three players this year. She's had multiple tough matches against them. Hasn't played Sabalenka that much, but the other two she's struggled against. 15 love. All right, return into the form of Anisimova. Form now Swiatek to the form of Anisimova. And Anisimova hits a winner. 30 love. Yeah, I think with tomorrow, by the way, the first match tomorrow, we're not going to talk about who's going to get through because it's just way too complicated. But after the first match tomorrow, then we'll actually know what's going on. So once Pegula and Paolini played, then we can discuss what needs to happen. Because I think it's just too hard. There's like 5 different scenarios. And I'm like, I don't want to do that mental math. And I don't want to try to explain it because I think it's just too hard. There's just too many options. So we'll wait until the first match is done. And then we can go, okay, this, and this, right? It'll make it so much easier. Once that first match is over. It's a little bit too, there's just too many situations right now. And it's too complicated. It's too hard to understand at the moment. But we'll just get through the first match, and then when we watch Sabalenka Gauff, then we'll talk about what has to happen and what could happen and what happens when and how and where. All right, 40-15. As Anisimova tries to level. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back and a Swiatek. Forehand from Anisimova. Goes in the net. 40-30. $40-30. Again, Chad, if you are new, if you haven't been here all day, if you put in your member milestone card in the chat, which just basically means it shows how long you've been a member, it will show up on the screen now. I added this feature that it'll show how many months you've been a member. I don't know why it says supporter though. Supporter is not the right term, but we've changed it to pro. So if you are a tier 1 member, which is $1 a month, then you're a pro. As we had a 4-1 winner from Swiatek Deuce. So yeah, so that's a thing. Not only that, it comes up in the chat, but I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe it just takes some time to adjust. Yeah, you all went pro. How do you do that? I think you go with, you click on the $sign and then you click free member milestone. I think that's what it says. Is that what it says? Free member milestone card. And then it will show up in the, yeah, there you go. Hey, it says pro. Let's go. Hey, and Stream Elements bot is actually doing something. All right, advantage Anisimova. Thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. All right, Anisimova holds. All right. Hey, and thank you also, Shubham, for the 6 months. Appreciate that. 15 love. Swiatek serves in the 400 minutes over. Return goes back into Swiatek. She hits a winner. S. Thank you for the 80 cents. By the way, if you don't donate $1 minimum, it doesn't read out your chat. So that is a thing. So if it doesn't, that's the reason why it doesn't read out every single super chat, is because sometimes if it's under $1, it doesn't read. So yeah, because some people spam and it just doesn't work. But thank you for the donation. 30 love. As return goes out. 40 love. All right, what is it? 40 love. $40 love. And that goes out in the return from Anisimova. All right, 4-3. How do you claim membership? If you scroll down, there should be a button that says join. Let me see if I'm on my phone. Can I do it on my phone? Also, if you click the like button, it comes up as a tennis ball. True story. I didn't just make that up. It's real. Have a look. So yeah, there's a join button. If you click the join button, then it should come up with options, and then you can become a member. All right. I wish I could have added the months from my previous account. I couldn't get my previous email. Oh no, that sucks, Ryan. But thank you for sticking around and becoming a member on your other account as well, or restarting your membership. All right. All right. Thanks for staying up late for us. No worries. Thoughts on the match so far? Nothing's happened really. I mean, both are just serving well, solid so far. Interesting feature. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Call me Addy. All right. Thank you, Addy, for the 6 months. All right. Back to Anisimova. Back to Anisimova. 31 minutes played. As we return now from Swiatek to the back of Anisimova. And Swiatek in the net. 15 love. Hey, thank you, Crystal, for becoming an 18-month member. 18 months. Thank you for sticking around. All right, 15 love. As Anisimova wins the point. Does she win the point? No. No, she lost the point. 15-0. As we serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Second serve. And the forehand is Swiatek. Return goes wide. 30-15. All right, 30-15. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Swiatek return goes wide, and it's 40-15. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. As Anisimova comes in and puts the forehand wide. And it's 40-30. All right, 40-30. Swiatek returns it back into Anisimova. And Anisimova hits a winner. All right. Anisimova, by the way, playing so much better than she was in that first match. All right. Back to Swiatek. All right. As Anisimova puts up a lob, but it goes wide. 15 love. All right, 15 love. As the return goes out by Anisimova, 30 love. Oh, sorry, goes in by Anisimova, my bad. And it's 15-0. Swiatek's in trouble here. All right. As the return goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Anisimova forehand into the forehand of Swiatek. The backhand of Anisimova. Swiatek into the backhand of Anisimova. Swiatek back into the net. And it's 15-30. Sorry, 30-15. So 15-30. I read it the first right way. Whatever. 15-30. What I said, whatever I said. And Anisimova trying to break. But one break point in the entire match so far. Swiatek with a fault. Uh-oh. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Swiatek. That's a great forehand winner. 30-0. Big forehand by Swiatek. Serve into the forehand of Anisimova, who's a return winner. That was just too good. 30-40. Anisimova to take the break and serve the set. Great return winner. Just a reflex. All right, 30-40. Serving to the forehand of Anisimova. Return goes out. And we get back to deuce. All right, Swiatek. Yeah, this is do or die. Winner goes through, loser goes on holiday. Someone's playing their final match today. All right, Swiatek serves again. An ace out wide. Advantage, Swiatek. Advantage, Swiatek to take the lead again. We get a fault, second serve. Swiatek serves. The backhand of Anisimova. Swiatek with a slice. And Anisimova backhand cross court. Swiatek puts up a lob. It's going to go in. And then Anisimova puts away the forehand. I tell you, Anisimova was missing on so many shots against Keys. Not today. Back to deuce. Today, Anisimova is hitting everything in and everything hard. Anisimova feels like she's within a whisker of losing her cool. Well, that could happen too. All right. Deuce. As we're to let. All right, advantage Swiatek. How many aces does the world already have this season? How many aces? Oh, does Swiatek have this season? I'm not sure. All right, advantage Swiatek. I'll look it up in a second. I wonder if she's had more aces this year than last year. That would be interesting to know. That'd be an interesting stat. As the return goes in the backhand of Swiatek, backhand of Anisimova. Off the tape, Swiatek comes in with a backhand. Anisimova passing shot. Swiatek volleys it away. All right, 5-4. Swiatek stays in front. So Swiatek has served 235 aces, which is only 30 behind Sabalenka. That's interesting. Sabalenka, by the way, less aces, but a lot less double faults. So she's not serving as maybe as hard as she was. And last year, Swiatek had 128 aces. So she's doubled her ace count in the last 12 months, which is huge. Yeah, she was barely getting 150 aces recently, like the last couple of years. So this is by far her best, like her most aces in a season. Like not even close. Yeah, she wasn't even barely getting 130 aces. This year she's like way above that. So, yeah. But we know that's been something that she needed to work on. She was worried, that's why she bought Wim5Z on, right? To help with that side of the game, to be a bit more aggressive, to not be, and hopefully a little less vulnerable on the serve. So, yeah. The difference 7 matches at Wimbledon makes, I don't think it's just Wimbledon, though. I mean, I think it's more her game. She's been going for it more. All right. Anisimova serving to stay in the set. Huge game. As we go back in return. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Back in our Swiatek to the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand. Goes long. 15-love. 15-love. Love as Anisimova serves again. Fault. Second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand. And Anisimova's forehand goes long. 15-all. All right, 15 all as we had a fault from Anisimova, second serve. Serving to the forehand, Swiatek. Anisimova forehand to the backhand, Swiatek. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek can't get that one. 30-15. 30-15. All right. Serve again. As a return. It goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek goes down the line but wide. 40-15. 40-15. All right, Anisimova holds. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, that hits the line. I love 30. Anisimova a chance to take this break. We haven't had a break for the entire match. As the return goes back to Swiatek, forehand from Anisimova. Swiatek forehand again, the forehand of Anisimova. Into the forehand, Swiatek hits it down the line, and Anisimova slicing the net. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the form of Anisimova. Great return. Swiatek hits it wide. 15-40. It looks like you took your Christmas tree out of the garbage. This Christmas tree has been meticulously designed by myself. All right, 15-40. All right, 15-40. Swiatek in trouble. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Oh, garage. Oh, I thought you said garbage. Sorry, I can't read. From the garage. Yeah, that's true. 15-40. Serving to the forward of Anisimova. Forward of Swiatek down the line. Anisimova puts up a lob. In comes Swiatek. Anisimova puts up another lob. But it goes wide. 30-40. One saved. My bad. Not the garbage, the garage. My bad. I gotta turn the lights on. 30-40. Still break point, Anisimova. Serving to the forehand of Anisimova. Return the forehand of Swiatek. Anisimova on the attack. Swiatek forehand goes into the forehand of Anisimova. And Anisimova in the net. Swiatek survives. Deuce. Ta-da! All right. Deuce. As a return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Back in now, and it's over in the net. Ooh. That would have been a hell of a shot. That was a massive backhand. It could have been a winner. It would have been a rocket. Advantage Swiatek. To stay in front. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in from Anisimova and back to deuce. Okay, back to deuce. Swiatek serves again. And the return goes in the front of Anisimova, and Anisimova overhits it. All right. Advantage Swiatek. Serving to the front of Anisimova. Return the net. All right. Swiatek stays in front. 6-5. 6-5. All right. Anisimova is the one who's had all the break points. Something tells me she might get broken here to lose the set. I don't know. Just has that feeling. I don't want it to happen. By the way, Echeverry and Muller are playing forever. The Wawrinka match is going to be late as hell. All right. Anisimova blowing it a bit here. She's been given opportunities, but not able to take them. Yeah. That's why I'm scared that this next game she might get broken. It was 15-40 in that game. Yeah. All right. All right, Swiatek leads again. All right. Can Anisimova keep this match set alive? Or will Swiatek steal the set? Here we go. Anisimova serves the back of Swiatek. Return goes to the front of Anisimova. Swiatek slice. Into the front of Anisimova. And Anisimova hits a winner. 15-love. Swiatek is high on confidence. Now she will break. Okay. All right, 15-love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As that goes wide by Anisimova. 15-all. All right, 15 all. As the return goes the backhand of Anisimova. Backhand of Swiatek. As Anisimova backhand goes long. 15-30. She hasn't faced a break point all set, Anisimova. Remember, the winner of this match goes to the semis, and the loser of this match finishes the season. 15-30. Anisimova serves. Into the front of Swiatek. Return goes long. 30-all. 30-all. Anisimova needs first serves. 30-all. First serve's a fault, though. Second serve. Second serve is huge. How did that go in? How did that go? That must hit the back of the line. That serve was so sketchy. 40-30. That was a massive second serve. I thought it was a double fault. But it hit the line. All right, 40-30. Crazy second serve. All right, serve to the front of Swiatek. Return the front of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand goes long. Tie break. Anisimova survives. Massive tie break. Who's going to take the tie break, chat? I kind of feel like Anisimova needs it more. I think she needs it more. All right, but Swiatek's going to serve first. They've never played against each other in a tiebreak. It's the first time. Anisimova. Okay, a lot of people going on Anisimova. All right, Swiatek serves. Into the back of Anisimova. Return goes out. This is the exact opposite of the Wimbledon final. Yeah. In fact, how strange is it that we've had just as many games as the Wimbledon final in this match already. All right. 1 love Swiatek. 1-0. As the return goes into the forehand of Anisimova, that's a return. That's an inside-out forehand winner. All right. 1-1. 1-1. As Anisimova serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Swiatek. And that's too strong. Anisimova couldn't get it back. 2-1. 2-1 Swiatek. By the way, chat, we're almost at 400 likes. If you press the like button, a tennis ball appears. That's not a joke. That's serious. That actually happens. And I'm not saying like I'm going to show you a tennis ball. If you click the like button on YouTube, it actually shows like a tennis ball thing, which is really cool. An animation. Tennis ball animation. All right, 2-1. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Swiatek, and she hits it for a winner. 3-1. 3-1 to Swiatek. It works. See, I told you. I wasn't just kidding. I wasn't just joking. It's serious. I thought you were baiting me. No, it's for real. As that goes in from Anisimova to the forehand of Swiatek, she hits a winner down the line again. Nice forehands by Swiatek. 4-1. 4-1. It's only 1 mini break, though. That's the thing. All right, 4-1 Swiatek. Swiatek as we just serve from Anisimova. Into the forehand of Swiatek, return the forehand of Anisimova, who hits a cross-court winner. 4-2. They change ends. All right, 4-2. It really does work. See? What do you think? I was just making it up to make it... I'm not gonna... Why would I trick you? If you like the video, it shows a tennis ball. As long as you... Don't do it on TV, though. It's on your phone, or if it's on a computer, you can see. Like a tennis ball like flies... Like where you press the button, and then like a tennis ball appears. And then it turns into a thumb. It's crazy. Just doesn't do it on TV, apparently. But if you do it on your phone and stuff, yeah. It's cool. I think it's cool. That's such a great idea by YouTube. What a great idea. And if you like videos of other things, like if you like, movies and stuff, it comes up with different little... Like I've been going around liking all these different videos just to see what animation pops up. It's crazy. So much fun. Anyway, 4-2. So far, I've seen a scared face, I've seen a tennis ball, and I've seen like a movie, like one of those things. I don't know what they're called. Anyways, 5-2. Swiatek with the double mini break. Yeah. You saw it? Nice. That is so cool. I know, right? It's crazy. All right. Anisimova's looking real frustrated. Yeah. See, the reason why I think she needs the first set more is because of that reaction. All right. 5-2. Swiatek serve of the set. A bit of fault second serve. Movie marker. That's what it's called. Yeah. That's what I meant. All right. There's a return there by Anisimova, 6-2. 6-2 Swiatek. To take the first set, we had no breaks to serve. I would suggest you go watch Boronia. Yeah, I've heard that's good. Looks creepy as hell. When's that come out, by the way? It comes out. Oh, it already came out. Did it? Anyways, 6-2. Return goes into the 400 Swiatek, but Swiatek gets it out. One saved. 6-3 Swiatek. But Anisimova gets one back. All right, 6-3. Alien Earth, any good? I don't know. I have to watch that as well. All right. Set point number 2. As Anisimova hits it long. First set, Swiatek. Now the real test. Anisimova is going to have to somehow fight back from a set down to stay alive in the WTA Finals, but also, can she fight back mentally? Because that felt like a worse loss of a set for Anisimova than it would have been for Swiatek. Mentally, more than anything. Swiatek's on the bathroom, I think. I have no idea what Swiatek is talking to the umpire about. Oh, was Anisimova's camp too loud? Maybe that's what Swiatek was. Maybe Swiatek was arguing about that. Maybe Anisimova's camp were a little bit too crazy. 10 winners from Swiatek, 17 from Anisimova, but it was all about the serving. And Swiatek just served a little better in that tiebreak. All right, Anisimova's come back 6 times this year from a set down. She's lost 14. She has come back 3 of her last 4 matches, though, including coming back from a set down against Keys in this event. Swiatek this season has come back from a set down. Has won the match after winning the first set. She's won the match 54 times and lost twice. But she did lose against Raducanu for the second match this year, losing from a set up. So it's interesting. So they're both coming off. Well, Anisimova came back from a set down. Swiatek lost from a set up in their last matches. So maybe I don't know. Does any of that matter? I don't know. I think mentally it matters a lot more because Anisimova, even when she wins a set like that, in the second set, she sometimes does get annoyed at herself, but that felt like a huge loss. And I feel like she's gonna. I mean, she's got to lock in straight away here in Anisimova because if she goes down an early break, this match could get ugly. So the first game of this second set is huge for Anisimova. First set is a fault from Swiatek. Second serve. Serving in the backhand, Swiatek. Good return. Anisimova slice. And Swiatek backhand winner. Uh-oh. I love 15. I did not get to see the tennis ball when I clicked earlier. Anyway, congrats. Well, you can unlike the video and then like it again. And it'll show it. Just make sure you like the video again. Make sure you end with like, and then some people have been just like clicking that button like this. But then as long as you like, and then before, the last thing is you make sure you like it. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. All right, second serve. As the backhand goes in the front of Swiatek, forehand from Anisimova. Into the front of Swiatek as Anisimova forehand to the line. Swiatek backhand cross. Anisimova gets it to the front of Swiatek. Into the front of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand again to the backhand of Anisimova. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Anisimova slice. Drop shot. Swiatek's there. Anisimova with a lob. Oh, sorry, a cross-court passing shot. I thought it was a lob. She tricked everybody. Swiatek wasn't even ready. 15-0. Needed that one as well. 15-0. Thought she was going to go for the lob. She just kind of went with a strange cross-court forehand, and Swiatek didn't even bother to run. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As a return goes in the net by Swiatek, 30-15. As Anisimova serves again. As a return goes in the net by Swiatek. All right, 40-15. This is what Anisimova needed. 40-15. All right. As that goes out by Anisimova, 40-30. All right, 40-30. Serving to the back, and Swiatek return goes in the front of Anisimova. That's a winner. And Anisimova holds the first game of the second. All right. Amanda can still win. Yeah. She's got to keep her nerve and hold serve and stay in front in the second set. That's the big key. Is staying in front in the second. All right. Back to Swiatek. As the return goes in the front of Swiatek, Anisimova puts up a lob. Swiatek comes in and puts away the forehand. 15-love. Anisimova was this close to having a tantrum if it went to deuce. Yeah, I mean, we saw it in the tiebreak, the disappointment of Anisimova. So we've got to keep an eye on Anisimova, her reactions after losing points. As that goes out in the return, that's 30-love. Love. Serve again. Into the front of Anisimova. Ooh, just missed the return. 40-love. That would have been a crazy return. 40 love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return is a winner by Anisimova. 40-15. And we had a fault. Second serve. Swiatek gets a backhand winner. And Swiatek leads the second. Sorry, holds and levels the second. All right, back to Anisimova. And Swiatek gets a backhand. And Anisimova comes in and puts it away, puts it wide. Love 15. Love 15. Bad error by Anisimova. As the return goes out by Swiatek. 15-0. As Swiatek backhand into the front of Anisimova. Swiatek backhand again. Into the front of Anisimova. Swiatek into the front of again of Anisimova. Swiatek goes down across court again as Anisimova goes down the line. Swiatek backhand hit the line and Anisimova in the net. 15-30. Again, Anisimova hasn't faced a break point in the entire match. But the last two games have been tough. Even the game before the tiebreak. Remember, that was like 30-all. So she is struggling. As that goes out by Anisimova, the first break points of the match against Swiatek. All right. Anisimova serves into the back of Swiatek, forehand Anisimova. Swiatek forehand the stretch, Anisimova goes down the line. Swiatek slice. Anisimova forehand again, and Swiatek's racket goes flying out of her hand as she misses it. And it's 30-40. Dramatic reach for the ball. It's still a chance for Swiatek to break, though. First, there's a fault. And Swiatek hits a return long and swears at everybody. I could I don't know what she said. She said fun. Fun. She's having so much fun. I've used that word before. When I'm having fun. All right. Swiatek gets a return winner, and it's advantage Swiatek again. One in the chat if you've used the word fun when you weren't necessarily having fun. All right, as the return goes in, the backhand of Anisimova. Swiatek slice into the net. Anisimova hanging on. We get back to deuce. All right, deuce. Deuce. 4-1 rally. Swiatek shanks it. And it's advantage Anisimova. By the way, chat, I've just uncovered something very YouTube. They must have, I don't know when this happened, when they update this. Chat, there is a new features on YouTube. Anyways, advantage Anisimova. That must have just happened. Did it happen today? Backhand rallies Anisimova to win it 2-1. Wait, what the hell is it? Okay. Highlight members. If you have 8 or more members, show their profile pictures on your channel. Okay, that's a thing. Thank members. If you have members, show their profile in your video under your videos. Okay. Give members special chat. Let members send highlighted messages during chat. Is that a thing? Also, by the way, chat, I've just changed the gifted member level. So you can gift members. Thank you, Marilu, for the 38 months. Apparently, I don't know if it worked, but apparently the gifted member threshold is now $1. Choose the level. What is it? Choose the level that will be sent for gifted memberships. But is it $1 to gift a membership now? Did I just change that? Is it can you gift a membership for $1 now? Because that would be epic. That would be so good. I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it worked. That would be so good if that worked. By the way, apparently there's like highlighted messages or something. I don't know what that means. It's still showing only $4.99. Oh, that would be... Oh, man, I hope they... That'd be so good if you could gift memberships for $1. I don't think so. Oh, maybe. We'll see. Anyways... That must be a new features chat for YouTube. That's cool. All right. 15 love. Anisimova holds, by the way. She stays in front in this set. Uh, 30 love. As Anisimova starting to yell at her coaches, 40 love. All right, 40 love. Swiatek forehand again, the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek backhand to the backhand of Anisimova. Anisimova hits it wide, it's 2-0. Okay. All right, 2-2. Made a fault, second serve. As that goes out by Anisimova, or in the net by Anisimova again. Love 15. All right. 15-0. Anisimova hanging on. By the way, chat, I've changed the new member badge. So then everybody who's new gets a very obvious badge that makes them stand out as the new members. All right, 15-0. As that goes out by Swiatek, 30-15. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Diana.
Can Iga meet Rybakina in final?
Yes. Yes, she can. She just has to win this match, and they both have to win the semis. By the way, chat, now you can gift memberships for $1 a month to each other. It's only $1. They changed it. It changed. Yes. So I can gift 5 memberships for $5. The prices of memberships just went down. Chat, that is so much better. Well, at least it's more affordable. You can gift a membership to somebody for $1 if you want. That's so much better. As with a backhand out from Swiatek into the forehand of Anisimova. Anisimova puts away the winner, 40-30. That's so much better. Because before, I think it was like the minimum was like whatever the YouTube thing was. That's so much better. So now for $1 a month, you can gift a membership for as low as $1. I can't go any lower than that. That's as low as YouTube allow it, but US dollar. That's so good. All right, backhand winner from Anisimova, and it's 3-2. That's so much better. So now more of you can be members if people want to gift memberships. At least it says that on my screen. Maybe can somebody don't gift memberships if you don't want to, but can somebody just check if that worked? Not for me? Oh, why does it say for me then? Maybe, yeah, we might have to refresh. And this is, by the way, talking to the umpire about something. I think Anisimova's coaches are talking while Swiatek's serving. And now Anisimova's talking to the umpire about it. Yeah, so apparently Swiatek, there's someone in the crowd that's moving. So it's not Anisimova, it's coaches, it's someone in the crowd. Someone in the crowd is talking between, like making noise between first and second serves. Anisimova, by the way, is going to the bathroom. She's going to the bathroom. I don't know if that's because she needs to get a medical timeout or what, but she's leaving the court. That's not good. Maybe off-court medical. I'm not sure. Maybe. Can gift one membership for $1. Yes! So much. Dutchie! Thank you for gifting a membership to Artis. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. And it shows up on the screen. Let's go. Oh, Anisimova wanted a bathroom break? Shit, well, she better be quick because, because otherwise she's going to get a time violation. When is membership prices going up? They're not going up. Why would they go up? I need to gift a membership, please. Well, it's $1 a month. Or you can just hang out in the chat for long enough until if somebody does gift you a membership. Can I get a membership, please? Again, it's $1 a month. Gift me, please. It's $1 a month. How is that allowed? Well, on the ATP, you're not allowed to have a time of maybe it's different for men and women for reasons, but yeah, having a mid-set bathroom break, I don't think I've seen. Doesn't Anisimova get penalized? Is there a different rule? A member to what? A member to this channel. I was gifted 12 memberships before. I paid for mine. Be patient. Well, that's true. Dutchie did get memberships a lot. And Anisimova's back. So no time violation, I guess. That's fine. That's common sense. All right, here we go. 3-2, and Anisimova stays in front. Oh, sweet. It works. Oh, that's so good. That was always so annoying when it was like, minimum was like $5 to gift a membership. Now you can gift each other memberships whenever you want for a reasonable price. I'm so glad that is a feature. All right. Swiatek serving. It also means I can gift more memberships if I want to. Now we can I can give 50 memberships. No, I'm not going to do that. You got to refresh your app, I think. Might just take a little bit. All right, Love 15. Refresh the app and start on my phone. It still says $4.99. All right, I don't know why Dutchies. It says on Dutchies it's changed. So maybe just taking a little bit of time for some. All right, Love 15. Next, they need to do directed memberships. So you can go, I want to send a membership to my friend. That's the next thing YouTube have to do. You can pick who you give your membership to. Then it's perfect. 5 memberships for $5 on my screen. I'm so glad that works. 15-0. Is it a fault from Swiatek, second serve? Second serve. Hey, thank you, Elaine, for gifting a membership to Adebayo. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Is it a backhand rally? And that goes out by Anisimova, 30-15. Women can take bathroom breaks anytime they want. I was a USTA ref. Don't know about the other countries. Okay. Well, that's reasonable. All right. 30-15. Served on the tee. The forehand of Anisimova. Forehand now from Swiatek. The forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek backhand. Anisimova backhand. Again to the backhand of Swiatek. As Anisimova with the forehand down the line. It's a winner. Anisimova 30-all. Nice new badge. Yeah. Did it work? I don't know if there's any... Is there any new members in the chat that are here? All right. 30-all. Serve out wide the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand winner. And it's 40-30. Now there's going to be people coming in and gifting like 50 members. Some crazy shit. Whereas back, 50 members now is $50, which is way more reasonable than like 300, which I think it was before. Someone's going to do it. Don't do it though. No, don't do it now. Please don't. It's crazy. All right, deuce. Anisimova trying to get the break. We haven't had any breaks yet in this match. Anisimova is really putting up a mental fight in this one. Yeah, she's doing well. I thought the first game of the second, felt like it was getting a little shaky, but she has held her nerve and serve. Rhyme intended. Advantage Swiatek. I'm still seeing $4.99 for gifted memberships. Yeah, it must just take a little bit of time to refresh. All right. All right, serve again. Hey! Thank you, Grotsford, for becoming a member. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. All right. Swiatek holds 3-0. 3-all. All right. Anisimova serves again. Thank you, Dutchie, for the 5 gifted. Thank you for gifting to Stephen, Chase, Catherine, Prasanna, and Jessica. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dutchie. 15 love. Is it a forehand down the line to the slice of Swiatek? Lob goes up. And Anisimova comes in with a smash. And puts away the winner. All right, 30 love. 30 love. You know what, chat? We might be able to get new emojis too if we get more members. This might help. This might actually help with the less that we need. We can whatever. 30 love. Now Swiatek with the backhand down the line. Hit the line. Beautiful shot. 30-15. Why only respond to members? Because they pay $1 a month. Lovely backhand from Swiatek. Hit the line by this much. Thank you, Grotsford. Appreciate it. Big up Cam and all. Loving the show from Wales. Hey, appreciate that. 30-15. That's a backhand return from Swiatek. What a shot. Anisimova hits it in the net. 30-all. What a return. 30 all. What a return by Swiatek. As we get a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Anisimova. Down the line to the back of Swiatek. Anisimova with the backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. Again, the forehand of Anisimova, who puts away the winner. 40-30 Anisimova. Remember, the winner of this makes the semis. The loser goes on a holiday. So this is a must-win elimination match. All right. All right, as that goes out by Swiatek, and it's 4-3, and Anisimova stays in the lead. 4-3, second set. Good quality match now. Yeah, this has been a very, literally no breaks to serve. And that doesn't happen. No breaks to serve. By the way, Chad, I haven't asked this week. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Where are we watching from? Let's see if we can cover as much of the world as we can. Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, New York, Florida. Well, that's America. DC. All right, well, that's America. Arizona. We covered America. LA. Uganda. Oh, nice. Michigan. Bulgaria. Toronto. Netherlands. Glasgow, Nigeria. England. Poland. Munich. Indonesia. We've got Germany, Norway, Zurich. We've got Saudi Arabia. We've got Edmonton, Toronto, St. Louis, Barbados, Vancouver, France, Holland, South Africa, Oakland, Ireland, America, Chicago, North Pole. Hey, Santa's in the house. Santa's in the house. Bangalore. We've got Pakistan. We've got India. We've got Texas. Bangladesh. Of course I know where Bangladesh is. Scotland. Alice Springs, Australia. You really from Alice Springs? Wow. I've been there. All right. Swiatek hits it back into the net. Love 15. We've got a lot of people from Poland in the house. We've got Philippines as well. Berlin. Pennsylvania. Belarus. Dubai. As we return into the back of Swiatek. 4 now from Anisimova in the net. 15 all. Zambia. Nice. All right, 15 all. And Swiatek serves again. And the return goes in the net by Anisimova, 30-15. $30-15. $30-15 as we serve again. $30-15. Family moved here last year. Nice. Moved from where? As that goes out by Anisimova, and it's 40-15. Uganda in the house as well. Paris as well. Nice. 40-15. Swiatek serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the back into Swiatek. Anisimova backhand. Winner down the line, 40-30. Ghana in the house. Hey, nice. We got a lot of people from Africa in the house. I'd love to see it. By the way, Echeverry and Muller played 3 tie breaks. There was 1 breaker serve each in that match. That's crazy. Let's just hope tomorrow that happens, so then we can watch Djokovic later. All right, 40-30 as Anisimova hits it out. It's 4-all. All right, things are getting real. Remember, the winner of this match gets into the semis. The loser of this match does not get to play any more tennis for the year. They are effectively banned. Actually, that's not true. They can play. They're allowed to have a hit. They're just not allowed to play. There's no more matches. There are no more matches for them. They can play practice, though. All right. Back to Anisimova. You missed Mia Cam? Well, she's asleep. Can't see her because she's there. But she's there. All right. 15 love. Serve again. As we default, second serve. Serve into the back and Swiatek. Return goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand in the net. 30 love. As Anisimova serves again. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes in front of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand in the corner. Great shot. Anisimova gets it back. And then a backhand to the back of Swiatek, who hits it down the line. And Anisimova in the net. Swiatek wins a point. 30-15. $30-15. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As Anisimova goes to forehand of Swiatek, back in now Anisimova. Swiatek gets it back, but it's in the net. And it's 40-15. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As Anisimova hits it out, and it's 40-30. So wait, when's the next emoji? Let me check. We could get like so many emojis. How many more do we need for the next emoji? We need 57 more. That's annoying. All right. 5-4. Hang on. So we need 800 for the next emoji. So hang on. I think I just figured something out. All right. There's no way this works. There is a way that it works. It does work. It does work. It does work. Holy shit, it does work, chat. It does work. I think I know what I'm doing in the off season. All right. Swiatek serving to stay in the set. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Swiatek double faults. Swiatek serves another fault, second serve. As Anisimova goes down the line, slash Swiatek, Anisimova gets it back. Swiatek goes again to the backhand of Anisimova. Now Swiatek with a backhand pass, goes long, 15-30. All right, 15-30. Has a bit of serve in the backhand, and Anisimova goes wide. 30-0. Did that even work? I don't even know if that worked. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. I can't tell. I don't think it worked. Anyway, Swiatek forehand. Goes back into Anisimova, who just missed it. 40-30. Swiatek to get to 5-5. Serving to the forehand, Anisimova. Return winner. We get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right. Then Swiatek hits a forehand into the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand to the backhand of Anisimova. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Anisimova into the forehand of Swiatek. Anisimova puts a forehand down the line, but it's wide. All right. Advantage. Swiatek. As it is serving to the backhand of Anisimova. Swiatek hits it down the line of the backhand, the forehand of Anisimova. Slice, Swiatek goes in. Anisimova comes in with a slice. Backhand down the line, Swiatek goes long. We get to deuce. All right, we get the deuce. As we get a let by Swiatek. Serve out wide the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek back into the net. Set point. Anisimova. Set point. To take the second and take us to a third. And it'll be one set to decide who makes the semis. Swiatek says a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back to Swiatek. Swiatek in the net! We're going 3. One set to decide who makes that semi. Okay. Anisimova clutches the second, or steals the second, I should say, because she was down in that, or was holding serve in that set. First break of the match as well, by the way. And we're going 3. Anisimova just too strong. Now Swiatek is going to the bathroom, I think. We are going 3. All right. Big third set coming up. All right, 2 hours in this match, by the way. Cool, so that doesn't work. All right. We're going 3. In that second set, by the way, 7 winners by Swiatek. No, they don't tell us the errors. This is... Come on, WTA. You've got to give us winners and errors as every time, as a staple. You can't be giving us winners and forehand winners and return points. And no, winners and errors. Give us winners and errors and then do whatever you want after that. We need the winners and errors. We need winners and errors. All right. We're going 3. We're going 3. 1 set to decide who makes the semis. And Anisimova is serving first. WTA Finals matches are so good. I mean, they've been... Day 1 was a little bit mid. But since... I mean, even then, we had the upset of... Well, the big win by Raducanu over Anisimova. But other than that, we've had 1, 2, 3... This is our 5th 3-setter. It's pretty good. We've had 1, 2... We've had 3... 4 straight sets. And that doesn't make sense. Hang on. Can I count? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... So yeah, we've had 4... This is our 5th... Is that right? That doesn't make sense. How many matches have we had? Oh, wait. I didn't count the last one. So we've had 5 3-setters and 5 straight sets. So that's pretty good. Considering the first 2 days we had 3 out of the 4 matches were straight sets. So 5 and 5 is pretty good. And, I mean, we can put down some of those straight sets losses because of... especially the one match against Keys and also the Paolini matches to illness or injury. So yeah, it's been such a competitive tournament. All right. At least they are not all ESPN on us and show how many miles they've run. I feel like that's relevant though. I mean, running, like the person who's run the most, I mean, it kind of depends on what their average is. I mean, you know, but I don't think that's I'd rather, as long as you got to show us errors and winners. That's the basic stat that we got to at least for the people watching at home, you know, that's the stat that we all need to know. The most basic stat, you know. Wawrinka and Musetti just started. All right. I think Musetti will beat Stan. I think Stan played an amazing first match, but I don't know if he can back it up. And Musetti's just got too much on the line, you know. Musetti just has too much. You know, he's got too much to lose. So wait, let me check something. Let me see if I can do this now. Now that we have time. So now I can gift dollar memberships. Is that right? Swiatek's back from the bathroom. It works. It works. It works. Let's go. Let's go. That's so much better. Let's go. That's so good. That is so good. No, I can't choose who to gift it to, but that's just how it is. Nice. Whoops. That's not going to look good. There we go. I feel like the shield's appropriate. Don't know why it went down to 10. But anyways. Glitch. That's so good. So glad I figured out how to do that. All right. 30-15. First game of the third. I'm sticking with Swiatek in 3. I think that's what I said. As Anisimova says, another ace, 40-15. As the backhand goes in the backhand of Swiatek, backhand Anisimova. Into the forehand Swiatek. Swiatek gets it out. And it's 1-love, Anisimova final set. All right. All right, there we go. Now it works. Yay, it works. All right. Hey, Dominique, thank you for the 5 gifted. And Laura, thank you for the gifted as well. Appreciate that. I don't know why it should be saying like so-and-so gifted to so-and-so, but maybe that doesn't work. Thank you for the gifted. Appreciate that. All right. 15 love. Swiatek serves a fault, second serve. All right. 15-0. As Anisimova hits a return winner, 15-30. Danger for Swiatek. Hey, Deb! Thank you for gifting membership. Appreciate that. It should come up on the screen saying who it went to, though. I don't know why that's not happening. As it a forehand backhand rally. Swiatek backhand into the backhand of Anisimova, hits a winner. Oh no, 15-40. Break points for Swiatek. It did. On the screen, though, did it say... Hang on, let me check. It should say so-and-so gifted a membership too. Maybe it doesn't do that yet. Oh. All right. 1540. Break points against Swiatek. Swiatek serves down the tee. The backhand of Anisimova. Return the backhand of Swiatek. Oh, it went on the line. Swiatek hits the line. Still break point. 30-40. 30-40. Still break point, though, for Anisimova. And then an ace down the tee. All right. Swiatek survives. Deuce. Hey, Jermaine, thank you for gifting a membership as well. As the return goes in the front of Swiatek, backhand now from Anisimova. Swiatek backhand goes long. Advantage Anisimova. Advantage Anisimova. This is awesome. I know, I'm so happy that they lowered the... They allowed me to pick how... what level of membership. That's so good. As we'll return now to the back end of Swiatek. Swiatek gets a winner, back to deuce. Now, again, like I said, they just need to figure out how to gift a membership to a certain person, and then you can all gift memberships to each other if you want. That would be a great feature. All right, as Anisimova hits it out. Swiatek with a forehand cross court. Anisimova gets it, but hits it long. All right, Swiatek holds. That was a huge hold. That was a big, big hold. Okay. Okay, 1-0. What happened is Paolini doesn't play tomorrow. She will. I think she will play tomorrow. All right, 1-1. Swiatek gets a return winner. And it's love 15. As we get a forehand in the net by Swiatek. And it's 15-0. All right, 30-15. Good serving by Anisimova. All right, 40-15. As we serve to the back of Swiatek. Return goes into the backhand of Anisimova. It's a lovely winner. All right, Anisimova takes the lead again. 2-1 final set. All right. Okay. They're just showing who won the 1000s this year. Anisimova winning 2. Sabalenka winning 2. Andreeva winning 2. Swiatek, Palini, Mboko, and Gauff all winning 1. All right. All right. Hey, thank you, Peaches, for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate that. Did it come up on the screen? I didn't see it. Did it show up? Did it show up who gifted to who? Because that would be really handy. Or did it just show, like, how many? It did? No, it just showed... What did it show? No, it did. Oh, did it just show one? Did it just show one? Oh, no, it showed it. It showed it. It showed, if you give 5 memberships, it shows who you gifted to. That's way better than just the total. I think. Is that better? Is that better or worse? Would you rather see, like, gifted how many, or would you say, I think it looks better. Because then you can see who actually gifted you a membership on the screen. Maybe. I don't know, it's up to you, chat. All right, love 15. Stand breaks. Oh, shit. As we're to find now from Swiatek in the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand in the net. 15-0. Oh, sorry, love 30. Oh. Love 30. All right. Love 30. As Anisimova hits a return winner, love 40. Oh, man, this is brutal for Swiatek. Love 40. Serve again. Out wide of the back of Anisimova. Return goes to front of Swiatek, who overhits it. No, it hit the line. Swiatek survives, puts it away. Ooh. All right, 15-40. One saved. I thought she hit it out. That looks like it was going long. Somehow landed in. 15-40. Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Return goes wide. Ooh, that was a let off. 30-40. Hey, Julie, thank you for the 5 gifted as well. Oh, there we go. So it shows gifted a membership too. That's good. I like that. All right. 30-40. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Here we go. Anisimova to try and get this break. Double fault. Okay. Swiatek gives the break to Anisimova. All right, here we go. Anisimova to serve. 3-1. She is in a winning position. Now Cam got sad. Yeah, I'm miserable. All right, 3-1. Winner of this does not know who they're going to play, but they could play Sabalenka. If Sabalenka wins tomorrow. Backhand goes out by Swiatek, 15-love. Advantage of serving first. I know, right? It's a huge advantage in the second set. And it's proving to be a huge advantage here. 15-love. As Swiatek, Anisimova serves again. As a backhand return is a winner by Swiatek, 15-all. And then she serves an ace to Anisimova. 30-15. Serve out wide the back of Swiatek, return the net, 40-15. Robert Koenig said that there's actually a stat show that serving first doesn't matter. It shows minute decimal difference. Is that on the men's or the women's tour, or does that... And also, was the difference in favor? Or was it... It definitely matters in some circumstances. It doesn't always matter, but I feel like it does matter, especially if someone has a shaky serve or you're playing... Like in the women's game, it feels like it matters more. And this maybe hits a winner, it's 4-1. Like for instance, right? The second set, Swiatek serving second with Anisimova's returns puts so much pressure on Swiatek's serve. I feel like that does matter. It doesn't always matter, but it does matter a bit. And then in this set, Swiatek serving second, Anisimova gets that advantage to hit, go for a free hit, and Swiatek serve as she double folded to give the break. I feel like it does matter in this situation. Not every situation. Jim said he preferred serving second because it immediately after the break when he's fresh. Oh, look, yeah, some players for sure would probably prefer that, but I feel like serving first in the final set on the women's game, I think, is huge. I would love to know what the difference is, though. If he was talking about ATP or both. Because if he's talking about the men's game, then maybe that's right. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. But on the women's game, it feels like it matters a lot. Like players serving second who have a massive serve advantage is a big deal. Can be a big deal. But yeah, if it's on, that's an interesting though that he said that. I'd love to see those stats. I sent you some stats, but like the stats that we were talking about, or some other stats. The Robert Koenig stat. All right, and this is over 4-1. It's only one break, but Swiatek hasn't broken in this moment, so how the hell is she going to do it? This moment is going to have to get nervous. Swiatek's never lost 2 matches in a row from a set up in her career. That's crazy. All right. Swiatek serving. This is sketchy. All right. Must-win game for Iga Swiatek. She serves an ace. Serve again. Love. Second serve. Into the backhand of Anisimova. Backhand out from Swiatek. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek forehand down the line. Too good. 30 love. Anisimova Sabalenka final incoming, you reckon? We'll see. By the way, Chad, I'll tell you, we have not been bored this week, I can tell you. These matches have not been boring. Even the straight sets matches have not been boring. Like the matches that were straightforward have not been boring. Because they've been surprisingly one-sided in some of the matches, right? Like the Raducanu and Anisimova match was a shocking one-sided win, which, again, was fun in its own way. But the matches, as we've gone along, have gotten better and better. And this match is probably the best match we've had. 40 love. Chat, is this the best match we've had? I feel like it is. I feel like both players are playing well. Minimal breaks to serve, right? So other matches that have gone 3 have had lots of breaks. I think this has to be the best match so far. And it's been the most important match so far. As that goes out from Anisimova, it's 4-2. The worst match ever. Well, that's because you're probably going for the player that's not playing, winning right now. All right. Swiatek is a useless loser. Dude, your name is Futures Gargoyle. I mean, I don't know if we can take you seriously. You should just make jokes or like talk about cartoons or something. All right. Swiatek down a break. She needs to recover and Anisimova in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Two and a half hours played. As the return goes in, the backhand slice and it's over in the net. Love 30. Yeah, you know Gargoyle is the cartoon? Is that what your name is? What does your name mean? Futures Gargoyle. It's kind of cool. All right, love 30. Swiatek gets a return long, and it's 15-30. Haha, camp curse. Haha. 15-30. By the way, how does Deja not get gifted a membership? That was crazy. How does Deja... Deja's here all the time. As the forehand return goes long. 30-0. Serve goes in the back of Swiatek, but it's a let. Yeah, by the way, yeah, Dan. So I'm not going to go through that scenario because there's like 6 different scenarios. So we're going to wait until tomorrow and then we'll talk about it. That goes the net by Anisimova. Lovely backhand, Swiatek, and it's 30-40. So yeah, Dan, ask me after the first match tomorrow because tomorrow there's too many different situations and it's a little too complicated and it's probably a little bit too, it's just a little, like for me, my brain, it hurts my brain. So ask me tomorrow. Once we get through the first match. And then I'll know. a little bit better. Like there'll be only like a couple options then. If Swiatek comes back and wins, then I take back what I said. If not, she's a useless loser. Why don't you just not say mean things? 30-40. Yeah, Peaches, you can't gift memberships directly yet. Hopefully they do eventually make it happen as Anisimova hits a backhand winner and it's deuce. Yeah, hopefully you can, like eventually you can gift directly. That'd be fun. That would be really fun. But at the moment it's just random. Or as YouTube tell me, or tell everybody, it's based on, as Anisimova gets to advantage, it's based on whoever watches the channel more, or whoever is in the streams more. The most active members get, most active non-members get memberships. Anyways, back in return, Swiatek goes long. Anisimova holds. That was a big hold. 5-2. Swiatek's going to serve to stay in the match. She needs a miracle of a comeback. Especially because he hasn't broken Anisimova all day. I just assume that people make rude comments for attention. Yeah, well, they're losing money. Where's my membership jokes? Yeah, so by the way, chat, not only are the gifted memberships way cheaper now, so you can gift a membership for $1 if you want to gift a membership to your fellow chatter. Or if you are a member already, you can put your member milestone card in the chat, which you can do once a month. It shows on the screen. So if you've been here for 3 years, you can put it in the chat and it will show up on the screen now. So I got around to doing that. And it works, apparently. It was great. I love that it works. For example, Greg's has been a pro member for 43 months, and we also changed the name of pro. It's now, instead of supporter, it's pro. So the tier 1s are pro members. You guys are pros. Hey, Sarath, thank you for the 47 months. Thank you for the 47 months. Victoria, what are you doing? Thank you, Victoria, for the 20 gifted. Holy moly. We're almost at another emoji, by the way. That's crazy. We're gonna have so many more. Potentially. Thank you for the 20 gifted, and also thank you, Elaine, for the 28 months as a champ. It's been a great 28 month. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So many people got memberships, I don't even know where to begin. Holy hell. Thank you, Victoria, for the 20 gifted. There we go. All right. Swiatek serving to stay in the match. This is going to be on here for a while. 15 love. I love that it shows the names. It's so much better. Anyways, 15 love. As a backhand return from Anisimova as a winner. 15-0. 15-0. 15-0. And we had a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Oh, double fault. All right. Anisimova might be able to close it out here. 15-30. A chance to not have to serve it out. Oh, Lane, thank you for the 20 as well. 15-30. Swiatek serves another fault. Second serve. I want a new emoji. 15-30. Serving to the fault of Anisimova. Return goes wide. Ooh. Anisimova almost just ended Swiatek's season. That was so close. Like, that was such an aggressive return. Hey, thank you, Newt, for becoming a member as well. Still not out of trouble at all, Swiatek yet. 30-all. Serve out wide the forehand of Anisimova. Swiatek with a forehand. Down the line, Anisimova puts up a lob. But it goes wide. Swiatek gets to 40-30. All right. Thank you, Elaine, for the 20 gifted as well. Still going through Victoria's 20 gifted. That's crazy. All right. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide, though. Deuce. All right, deuce. Anisimova could still just get through this. Ladies' man.
My first ever tennis live stream. Appreciate your hard work, Cam. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Hey, thank you for the $10. Anisimova with a return winner. And it's advantage Anisimova to take her spot in the semis and end Swiatek's season. And also win the trilogy. We didn't even talk about this trilogy. This was a third out of the... They played 3 times this year. This is the trilogy. Match point. As Swiatek serves into the forehand of Anisimova. That's going to be a return winner. Anisimova ends Swiatek's year. And she is into the semifinals. Wow. And this is a rivalry. I mean, again, chat, we saw the Wimbledon match. And we were like, that was not Anisimova. That was like, I don't know who showed up to the Wimbledon final. And Swiatek won that, and everyone's like, see, Anisimova, she's not going to be... But the last 2 times she's played Swiatek, she's won the one in straight, and now she's won this very important match in 3. This is a very awkward matchup for Swiatek. The Wimbledon match, forget about it. That doesn't even count anymore. Because the last 2 times, Anisimova has shown what she can really do, and she has the game that frustrates Swiatek. I mean, the big power game that Swiatek struggled with in the past. She struggled against Raducanu before. She struggled against Penko, Sabalenka. Anisimova is the same. In that same type of player. Swiatek's got to figure out... I mean, she's already beefed up the serve, but I feel like she's got to figure out something else. Maybe like add a slice or something. But Swiatek's out of the tournament, and Anisimova is into the semis with Raducanu. She keeps her hopes alive, but I mean, Swiatek was so unlucky last year not to qualify, and then this year, it was in her hands, but Anisimova just held her nerve. I thought Anisimova would fall apart. I was a little pleasantly surprised, that Anisimova kept her cool. It would have been interesting, though, had she have served it out in the second game there. Maybe that would have been interesting, but she didn't have to, so it doesn't matter. She didn't have to. All right. So we won't see Swiatek until the end of the year, and Anisimova survives and keeps her WTA Finals alive. Anisimova is through. The number 2 is out in the group stage. That is that's the WTA this year. It just shows the WTA this year that the WTA is so there's no like. This is... Can you imagine if Alcaraz or Sinner didn't make it through the group stage? No, because they're going to make... That's not going to happen. On the WTA, it's obviously... I mean, even Sabalenka could miss the group stage. But it's not because they're bad. It's not because it's bad. It's because it's so competitive. And anybody can beat anybody. I mean, Swiatek lost to the number 4 and the number 6. Right? But the number 4 and 6 are Raducanu and Anisimova, and they're pretty good. Can you imagine on the men's side if that happened? It's not going to happen. I mean, it won't happen. It wouldn't happen. Sinner and Alcaraz are going to win at least 2 out of 3, surely, right? But man, crazy. And now Anisimova will probably play against Sabalenka. Because Sabalenka, I think, tomorrow has to win 1 set, and she's top of the group. I think. We'll do the math tomorrow. We'll math the math tomorrow. By the way, Elaine, did it show up on the screen? All the gifted or not? I don't know if it showed up on the screen or not. Either way, I'll just redo it, just in case I missed it. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Thank you, everybody, for gifting memberships. Hey, Christine. Thank you for the 21 months. Appreciate that. All right. Anisimova is saying thanks for the support. What a match. This is by far the best match of the tournament so far. It's got to be, right? It's got to be the match of the tournament. I don't know, Cam. I haven't been watching. I'm not sure. It must have, because I can't do it again. All right. What happened last year with Alcaraz? Well, yeah, he lost to Rude. That was random as hell. I don't think that Alcaraz this year is different. Musetti doesn't want to go to Riyadh? Yeah, but he wouldn't go to Riyadh. So he's not in Riyadh. Turin. Musetti, oh my God. Stan's winning, by the way, 6-4. Hey, thank you, Christine, for the 20 gifted. You guys are too generous. I've got to change the thing now because it's... Hang on. Thank you for the 20 gifted. That's very generous as well. Look at all these people getting memberships. All these new members coming in. By the way, we have a first-time member new badge. So now it's a shield. So if you are a member for the first time, you'll get a little shield next to your name. I'm thinking of changing the badges because we've had people here for a long time, and I think, I don't know, the tennis ball is great, but I think we could make it better. But we'll talk about that. We'll do that later. Not today. I just realized I got gifted a membership. Thank you for who have gifted. No worries, Kathy. I don't know who it was either, but you got a membership. Swiatek on the indoor hard courts was never a thing. It's not even about indoor hard courts, I don't think. I think it's just about certain players. I mean, if she plays Anisimova in Australia, which I hope she does, in the semis, you would think that would be, that could also be awkward, right? I like my purple tennis ball. Okay, we might keep the tennis balls in. By the way, I think if you some people that didn't get memberships that are here have been here for a while, I think you have to allow gifted. And I don't know how you do that, but you have to allow them because some people might, like, it comes up, you got to allow the gifted memberships in your YouTube settings, yeah. Because if you don't allow gifted, then you're not going to get one. You have to allow YouTube to gift you one, because that's probably why some of the people that have been here for a while haven't got one, or some regulars are not here and not getting them. I don't know how you do that though. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe you click the join button. Maybe, I don't know. Looking forward to the black ball. I want to. I don't know. I was gonna upgrade some stuff, but I was thinking maybe we'll upgrade the membership. Like once you get to I don't know. I make the badges more different. Like after a certain amount of time, I don't know. We can always change them back if you don't like them. It's up to you guys because you guys are the ones that have the members badges. Click join on the channel. It's under learn more. Oh, thank you, Sam. There you go. So click join and then click learn more, and then you can allow on that apparently there. So that's good to know. All right, so tomorrow we've got Pegula Palini, and then we've got Sabalenka Gauff. So that is going to be a big day tomorrow. Big, big day. That is a big day. What happened at Wimbledon will never be explained. I think the simple answer is nerves. Anisimova was nervous. She played horrible. She'll probably admit that. But Wimbledon was a memory. Like, who knows now? Like, Wimbledon was so long ago now compared to what they've done. Like, now Swiatek's got to figure it out. Like, she has a problem. She has an Anisimova problem. Oh, yeah, we've got Djokovic tomorrow as well, yeah. If Paolini withdraws, what happens with Coco? Nothing, because Pegula's playing Paolini. Yeah, doubleheader with Djokovic tomorrow. Pardon me. Yep. Anisimova's 2-0 against Swiatek since Wimbledon. Yep. And even in that Wimbledon final, leading in, I think a lot of us, right, we thought this is going to be tough for Swiatek. And it was just such a shock. It was such a shock that Anisimova wasn't able to, literally played the worst match of her life in the biggest match of her life. And then we saw how the matchup was actually going to be in the US Open when Anisimova took out Swiatek, right? And then this one, again, further proves how Anisimova's weapons can take on Swiatek, and Swiatek's got a problem now with Anisimova. Not to mention when Keys is healthy, she's a problem. Obviously Pegula can be a problem. Gauff, when she's playing well, is a problem for Swiatek. It's 2022. Swiatek was way better than everybody. But now, going into 2026, a lot of the top 10 can beat her. And it's not that she's gotten worse, it's that they've gotten better. And that's why the WTA is so much fun. Because Coco's figured out Swiatek. Obviously, Sabalenka was always pretty competitive anyway. Pegula is pretty good against Swiatek now. Raducanu, after that win, after losing 4 in a row, now she might be, confidence back. Keys obviously knows how to beat Swiatek. We saw that in Australia. And now Anisimova has won the last 2. So Swiatek's got a lot of things to think about. And by the way, chat, for all those people that started the week that were like, Cam, Swiatek's draw is easy. What are you talking about? She loves playing big hitters. What are you talking about? Because I said Swiatek is a tough draw and you laughed. What do you mean tough draw? That's what I mean, tough draw. She won one match against someone with a bad shoulder. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. You knew it too. These are the players that beat her. She doesn't lose to players that rally. She loses to players that hit it hard. And Anisimova is one of those players. And I don't know how she works this out. Again, maybe she slices it up. Maybe that's how she fixes it. I don't know. But she's got to figure out something. Because these big hitters, she can't just start hitting bigger. Maybe she can. But I don't know how she figures it out. Because these big hitters are now getting confident and they know how to beat her. Because there's a lot of players that they can, even if they've never played Swiatek. Mboko Swiatek, we need that match. Because Mboko is one of those type of players. Mboko Swiatek next year, let's have it. Let's have that match, because that match could be interesting. Because Mboko, that's where, Mboko can look at Anisimova and go, I can do that. She doesn't have to beat Swiatek herself. She could look and go, oh, players like me, players that play like me are beating Swiatek. So Mboko Swiatek is a must match. We have to have that match in Australia next year. That's what I want to see. I want to see that at the United Cup, Canada versus Poland. Let's have it. But yeah, Swiatek's had this problem for a while. We've known that players that overpower, Alexandrova, overpowered her earlier in the season. Noskova is another one who's beaten her big power player, right? Again, there's a type of player that Swiatek struggles against. And Anisimova is 100% that player, How does she fix it, though? That is what she needs to figure out in the offseason. Because she's lost back-to-back matches against the same similar type of player. By the way, thank you so much, Fly, for the 10 gifted as well. Appreciate that. I don't know if it came up on the screen, though. Did it come up on the screen? I'm not watching. I'm not looking. Hopefully it did. AO going to be crazy? Oh, yes. The Australian Open is going to be crazy. By the way, chat, I'll tell you what I really kind of want to see now. I want a rematch between Raducanu and Anisimova. I feel like we just didn't get a good, Raducanu is on fire, and Anisimova I feel like she wasn't ready. I want a rematch. I want the final. It did come up. Sweet. Thank you for the 10. I want a rematch. I know Gauff and Sabalenka Pegula, I love watching them too, but I want a rematch. I want a Sabalenka, I want a Anisimova, Raducanu rematch in the final. It just didn't feel like That first match, it felt like Anisimova was super nervous, and obviously Rybakina's on fire. It just didn't feel like we got the best match we could have gotten. I feel like we could get a lot, and even if Rybakina does it again and wins the same way, that could be crazy. But we need a rematch. Because we'll get a Sabalenka match with Anisimova maybe, and then we'll get like a Gauff or Pegula Rybakina match. That's great. The final, I want a final rematch because I feel like this has been a better group. I don't know. It felt like we've had better like competition in this group. It felt like a tougher group. I want an Anisimova Rybakina rematch because I only played the one time, and that was this week, right? That'd be fun. Give Anisimova a second chance to try and see, and also give Rybakina a chance to prove it wasn't a one-off. Anisimova Andreeva Australian Open final, you reckon? That's interesting. I kind of want a Coco final with Anisimova would be fun. Don't forget JPEG as a competitor. Oh yeah. So let's talk about the semis then, right? So we've got Anisimova. She's going to play the winner of Group Steffi Graf, right? And then the second place will play Rybakina. So based on the rankings at the moment, or based on the table, at the moment it's Sabalenka is top of the group because she's won both matches. Gauff is second, Pegula third. Obviously, they could all be tied if Gauff beats Sabalenka. So Sabalenka and Anisimova is currently the match, and then Gauff versus Rybakina, which has only ever happened once ever. What do you want to see though, Chad? Do you want to see Sabalenka and Anisimova, or do you want to see, if Gauff beats Sabalenka? I think Gauff finishes top of the group, right? Maybe, I don't know. The math is not going to math, but who do you want to see? Like, I kind of want to see Gauff Rybakina again, like for the second time ever. Sabalenka and Anisimova wouldn't be bad either. Rematch of the US Open final, but then Pegula versus Anisimova versus Rybakina. It's not a bad match. Gauff Rybakina is something that we have not had. We've had once, and it was 3 years ago. So, yeah. But then I want to see Pegula go through, because I think if Pegula wins this whole thing, that'd be kind of amazing. Rybakina's back, yeah. The only problem with Rybakina is she's got a shoulder issue. Or at least it looked like she had problems with her shoulder. We said he's not in good form. He'll get crushed at the ATP Finals. I mean, if Musetti loses to Wawrinka, that is disappointing. That he wasn't even able to, he had a chance to make it to the ATP Finals. He loses the first round. It's not an easy match, but I mean, if he stumbles at the first hurdle, that's brutal. I want to see Rybakina beat Sabalenka in the final. Okay. So you want Anisimova Sabalenka? I guess that's that. Gauff Rybakina, okay. We haven't seen that match forever, exactly, right? It's been once. We've seen that match once in history. I don't even know what that match would look like. It was so long ago, we can't even base it on 2022. No, Sabalenka's not qualified yet, but we're just kind of guesstimating. I think Sabalenka has had to lose in straight sets, and it will look like maybe if she loses in straight sets, she might get kicked out. But oh man. Sabalenka and Coco, if it is exciting. Yeah, it could be exciting. Is it Danish trip? No, I'm not going to the bakery this morning. I'm going to bed. Sabalenka's shoulder is bothering her as well. Really? Okay, I didn't see that. Sabalenka 3,000 points ahead of Swiatek. Yeah. Yep. All right. So yeah, tomorrow we've got a big day. We've got Djokovic playing against Borges, and obviously the WTA Finals final matches of the group stage, and then we're going to find out who's going to play in the semis. And then we've got semi-finals and final. Only one Sabalenka-Swiatek match this year. I feel robbed. I know, right? And it was a semi-final. It wasn't even a final. It's a semi-final. Aussie Open's going to be so good. Oh, yeah. On the WTA, Aussie Open is going to be fire. I'll tell you, though, if Alcaraz wins the ATP Finals, the potential that he could complete the slam will be a massive story going to Melbourne, which look, if Alcaraz wins the Australian Open without losing a set and it's all boring matches, I don't care. Because if history's there, like Djokovic, winning, history without losing, breaking a sweat, I don't care. I won't cry. I won't complain as much as if that wasn't on the line. Like if he won the US Open without dropping a set, I'd be like, okay. But he almost did. But in Australia, he's going for he's going for history. So every match he wins is going to be memorable in its own way. It's Sinner to lose. If he wins all 3 group matches, semi-final, final, he gets 1,500 points. True. Stan's crushing it. Oh, man. Musetti is struggling. This Swiatek and Anisimova match felt like a good combination of best aspects of all 3 of the matches. Yeah. Just Swiatek's serve was vulnerable at the end. I think that was the only downside to this match was that Swiatek's serve let her down. But can you blame it? I mean, she's playing against Anisimova, one of the biggest returners in the world. So of course her serve was going to be a little bit, she was going to be a bit nervous on the serves, right? The Anisimova-Swiatek match, yeah. I still think this has been the best match we've had so far. It's been competitive. It's been close. It's been, very good quality. I think this has been the best match we've had. By both players. Obviously, we've had some players play amazing and some players not play well, but by both, I think this has been the best match by far. Because the Gauff-Pegula match, Gauff was just, her serve was just not there. What else we had? We had, Swiatek after the first set against Raducanu was not there, but this felt like it was competitive until maybe the halfway through the third. But they didn't break until 4-4, right? We didn't have a break for nearly 2 hours. The first break of serve was an hour and 45 minutes, which shows, the serving was there. And Anisimova didn't get broken at all. That's incredible, from her. By the way, chat, we've got this up back on so you can see what's going on. All right, now what's the time? 6 a.m. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Try and get some sleep, which I've been lacking lately. Chaz, does anyone else doom scroll? God, it's useless, isn't it? What a waste of time. Besides, the only thing I found doom scrolling recently was Don Rickles. Not that I knew who he was, but Don Rickles, like the roasts when he used to like roast Sinatra and stuff. I've been watching that. That stuff's hilarious. But other than that, doom scrolling is such a waste of time. Anyways, it's an addiction. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Doom scrolling is shocking. You scroll for like 5 minutes and it's an hour. The worst part is I don't remember anything that I've seen. It is a trap. Like, that's the worst part. Is like I can't tell you. Besides the Don Rickles roast videos, I couldn't tell you what I saw. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. I might have sent a meme to a friend, but I don't remember any of the stuff that I watched. What a waste of time. Yeah, counterproductive. It's anti-productive. But Don Rickles is hilarious. Time dissipates. All I watched was meaningless. I know, yeah. You're better off watching a movie. At least you'll remember it. I feel like Swiatek will handle these harder hitters better in outdoor conditions. Let's see how she does next year. Yeah, it's been her kryptonite, right? Anisimova type players have been her kryptonite. She gets overpowered. It's why she was winning so many French Open matches and so much French Open, because obviously on the clay, the big hitters don't get rewarded. So, you know, it's why she's so much better on clay than anybody else. You know, but even that's starting to change, right? The big hitters are starting to affect her clay tennis, which is not good. Hey, Cassia, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody who gifted memberships and became a member. It's been crazy. We're going to have to do like an emoji overhaul, I think. I mean, that's what we're going to do in the off-season. Maybe we'll do a members-only stream where we can, you know, make a whole bunch of maybe we can make a whole bunch of emojis and stuff. Merry early Christmas. Thank you, Dutchie. Stan has to be the oldest player. I think he is. I think he's the oldest active player on the men's side. Which was better, Sabalenka Pegula or Swiatek Anisimova? Swiatek Anisimova. Sabalenka Pegula was probably the second best match of the tournament, but this felt like, especially the second set, felt a lot more interesting than like the Pegula second set was great from her, but then Sabalenka kind of cruised in the third. It didn't feel like Sabalenka was ever in trouble, but there was a chance that Anisimova could lose, and then also she, you know, the mental strength that Anisimova showed was so impressive. Like that's why I thought Swiatek was going to win the third, because I'm like, well, Anisimova, she lost the first set, and I thought, this is over. But like that was probably the biggest takeaway from the match, was the Anisimova mental strength. You know, because we've seen matches where, you know, she's been in it and then she'll lose, and she'll lose the first set, and then you think, oh, it's over. But that was probably, I mean, she's come back from a set down twice this week. But this was like, the stakes were so high, you know, obviously the loser is gone, they're out, you know, win or go home, right? Whereas the Pegula or Sabalenka match didn't have the stakes. You know, it was, you know, loser still can win, right? But yeah, that was so impressive by Anisimova. She needed after that Wimbledon final. I don't think she needed that match after the Wimbledon final. She already had the US Open match that she got revenge. Has Swiatek got a 3-set problem? No. The opposite. Swiatek has, what was it, like 54-3, and when it goes, when she wins the first set. I don't think she has a 3-set problem, because she's only lost, well, from a setup, she's lost 3 matches, and 2 of them were this week. She lost 3-set matches in general, though. This year, I think she's been pretty good this year, right? 9-6, and 9-7, and she's lost her last three setters. But before that, she was on a bit of a run where she won pretty much all her 3 setters except for the French Open semi. So it's only been like a bad end to the year in 3-set matches, where she lost 6-love, 6-love, 6-2 in the final sets of her last 3 matches to Navarro, Raducanu, and Anisimova. But yeah, Anisimova was great. That was a great fight back. All right. I'm out of here as well. I'm going to call it. But thank you for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow for another big day of plenty of matches. We've got so much tennis tomorrow. There is so much going on tomorrow. But, yeah, we'll be back to do it all again. Final group stage matches. We've got, by the way, chat, 3 days. 3 days left of WTA tennis. We've got 5 matches, and then the WTA is over, which is a shame because it's been, I feel like it's held up. The WTA has propped up tennis so many weeks this week. How many times this year, chat, have we watched WTA because the ATP wasn't as interesting to start the tournament? And then obviously we get into watching the men's eventually. But I feel like this year the WTA has been it's like propped up tennis. It's held up when other things happen. You know, we're waiting for Alcaraz Sinner matches. The WTA has provided so much entertainment, you know, when maybe the ATP hasn't been as interesting, especially early in those tournaments, you know, 1,000 tournaments where, you know, the ATP unfortunately doesn't have as many good, like, unseeded players, you know, as the WTA. But the WTA has been, like, all year has been so competitive, so excellent, so awesome. One of the best WTA seasons we've had. I just wish they had a 5-set final in the final list. Imagine that. That'd be great. Imagine Anisimova were back in a final 5 sets. Can you imagine? They could do it. We could have that. That's a thing we could do. Anyways, we've got Djokovic tomorrow. And he hasn't confirmed he's playing the ATP Finals yet, which is crazy. That the president of Italian tennis announced it, and it wasn't even remotely true. And then, of course, WTA final day of the group stage, and we're going to find out who's going to play the semis. But Anisimova and Raducanu, they are into the semifinals. Swiatek is on holidays as of now. She is on vacation. And, yeah, kind of a poor ending to the season for Swiatek. It's been a real roller coaster. You know, Swiatek obviously peaked after the French Open. She kind of, you know, got that Wimbledon title. She was playing well again. And then, you know, US Open, she kind of, you know, fell to Anisimova, and then, you know, she wins in Korea. But then the end of the year, you know, she loses to Navarro, she loses to Raducanu, she loses to Anisimova. It was kind of a bit of a strange end to the year for Swiatek. So a lot to improve. But with the new coach, obviously, you know, the first full season with him, I think it's been a success. You win a slam in a year, it's going to be a success. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big day again tomorrow. Wawrinka is beating Musetti. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll talk about that tomorrow as well. But thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow.